this particular new wave of heroin addiction. And Newsday wrote a fascinating article about a year ago called The Heroin Highway, saying, for example, in New York, but this is a national problem, the Long Island Expressway is now called the Heroin Highway, and that middle-class families, kids from good homes in college, from the suburbs, are the main buyers who are buying this stuff. I want to go to a man who wants to remain anonymous, but he tells us he had a family member who is addicted to heroin, has a family member, and wants to tell his story because he feels this is a national crisis. I'll call you John, not your real name, but John, tell us what happened to your family member.
Well, hi, Jane. My nephew at 18 years old started experimenting with pills, and it soon escalated to heroin usage. He had a friend that offered him some heroin, which he smoked. He couldn't get high enough, so he started snorting and ultimately starting shooting it up. He's an educated kid. He is a high school graduate. He was attending college in Nassau County and comes from an upper middle class family on Long Island. And we found that this is a huge problem, not only in the tri-state area, but also throughout America. And the reason is because heroin is so cheap. It's $5 a gram, cheaper than marijuana. And it is also the most highly addictive substance on the planet. So once they do it, they get hooked. And he got so hooked, he used his parents' PIN number on their bank account. He emptied out their bank account. He did whatever he could. He stole his mother's jewelry and pawned it, and it ultimately became it tore the family apart. And he ultimately went into rehab, and after 2 days, because he was over 18 years old, he left and he relapsed, and he's been in and out of rehab several times.